Hey there, Short Cats. Welcome back to Short Game Reviews. Today is a special day because we have the cutest protagonist who is leaving PlayStation Land and making their way to the Xbox Game Pass. You need to play this game. You get to play as a cat. You get to do cat things and you can meow through it all, even the cutscenes. Your kids will love this, but you'll appreciate it so much more. This game is so much more than just a cat simulator.
The humans are dead.
It has a decent story, great visuals, and excellent world building. So stick around and find out if this tale's right for you. So who is this game for? Well, Stray is perfect for gamers who like adventure, puzzle solving, and great world building. And being a cat, obviously, knocking things over, scratching things, sleeping, being a jerk, fitting into small holes and places, and parkour like nobody's business. But it's about much more than just being a cat. It's a cyberpunk, scratching post-human future world full of robots and lots of lore about the city and its history.
What happened to the humans?
It's a game that beautifully fuses the melancholy of a robotic dystopia with the charming curiosity of a cat's life. If you appreciate unique settings, want an escape from the usual human perspective, and love games that treat you to immersive visuals and audio, Stray is a cat treat waiting to be devoured. But enough prelude, let's pound straight into the review. If you're new here, we rate games on unique. What sets this game apart from all the other titles? Runtime. How much grinding or chores does the game entail? And the story. Is it worth beating? Does the narrative hold up? So let's start with the obvious one. Unique. Why is Stray unique? Well, if you click this video, you probably already know why. You play as a cat. No musclehead marine with unlimited pockets of guns and ammo. You're literally just a cat. A stray cat. It's not every day you get to play as the internet's favorite character. The game developers have ingeniously crafted an immersive feline-centric experience. You can jump, climb, and slink your way through the city, tapping into cat-like reflexes and agility to progress. This perspective adds a unique layer to the exploration and navigation of the world. You're not just passing through environments, but genuinely interacting with them in ways that a cat would. The movement is so fresh because you're so small and agile. Normally in games, you look for the big things, how to jump and parkour over this and that, and what you can or can't scale. With Stray, your perspective is completely different. Now you look for tiny places to fit in. An AC unit becomes a whole new way to get to the rooftops. You can also scratch at doors instead of knocking, or just scratch on furniture and carpets because why not? You're a cat. Speaking of cat behavior, knocking things over on purpose is obviously in the game, and my personal favorite, you can sleep. Not only can you sleep and rest as a haha moment, but there's literally a trophy for sleeping over an hour. Not an in-game hour, an actual human hour. You have to let your virtual cat sleep and not touch the controller for an entire hour. How's that for unique? Let's talk about the world. The rooftops and the multi-tiered cyberpunk neon balconies look straight out of Ghost Runner. Another brilliant game, yet a bit ultra-violent. But this is a cute cat game, right? Right? As a cat, you can't engage in conventional dialogue, but Stray ingeniously works around this through an innovative communication system using signs, symbols, and behaviors. This non-verbal communication perfectly suits the game's narrative and augments the unique feline perspective. And you can meow the whole time, whether it's in the game or in the cutscene cinematics. You press that meow button and that cat will meow. It doesn't matter what serious things are happening around you. Oh, and there's also an achievement for meowing, obviously. Luckily, you have your robot drone friend who can communicate better with the outside world. Your interactions with the robotic inhabitants who have evolved personalities in a society of their own is quite fascinating. Your role is not only of an observer, but of a subtle influencer, as you assist them with their problems and quests. Their actions and decisions, fueled by long-forgotten human programming, adds another level of intrigue to your interactions and the overall storyline. Stray's world also houses mysterious and threatening creatures, the Zerk, which add a level of danger and tension to your exploration. You experience this threat not as a traditional hero, but as a creature of stealth and survival, adding an intense twist to the traditional game mechanics. In Stray, your unique journey through the walled city as a feline survivor invites you to engage with the game in a way few other games do. Its creativity and narrative perspective, nonverbal communication, and exploration mechanic make Stray an extraordinary and truly unique game. So perfect marks for Stray for being unique. Story. What is the story? What is this game about? Well, this game's story strays from your expectations. I just wanted to play as a cat and hang out with my cat friends and do cat things. But the world building here and the story told is something unexpected and deep. Mild spoilers ahead. Stray unfolds in a distant future where something has rendered the outside world inhospitable. To survive, humanity erected massive walled cities sealed off from the outside world. These sprawling urban jungles are where our feline protagonist accidentally finds itself, triggering a mesmerizing journey that's not just about reunion and rebellion, but about the broader evolution and transformation of life itself in adversity. Inside these walls, humans led a bleak existence, relying on companion robots for various tasks, from security to waste management. But even this desperate refuge offered no protection from a mysterious plague that decimated the human population from inside the walls, leaving only the companion robots behind. And here's where things get intriguing. In the absence of their human masters, after hundreds of years, these companion robots started emulating human behaviors. They lounge, run stores, they even sleep, party, and eat in their own robotic ways, which gives the game world a very unique post-human atmosphere. Adding to this dystopian world are the Zerk, these little organic bacterial creatures that were originally invented so they could feed on the garbage to fix the waste issue. But now they've become predatory creatures that eat everything. Their existence and increasing dominance over the city create an undercurrent of tension and danger within the game. Speaking of danger, let's talk about the Sentinels. They are a corrupt and abusive police force who give offenders harsh prison sentences and take away their free will by rebooting them. It's a deep dive into a post-apocalyptic narrative where humanity's resilience, flaws, and inevitable downfall come to light. The game asks players to piece together this complex, heart-wrenching narrative through environmental clues and character interactions. The story of Stray is a testament to the game's incredibly deep world building. It packs a surprisingly emotional punch that goes beyond the game's unique cat premise. You think you're just gonna play a cat game, but it goes way beyond what was expected. You play this game because you just want to be a cat, but the story actually delivers. The world building and the visuals, amazing. Perfect score. Let's talk about runtime. This one is a hard one to score because my first playthrough took way longer than I wanted it to. I spent way too much time exploring and the side quests got me distracted and lost sometimes. But I can't say it's a long game because I literally just got the trophy for beating it in under 2 hours. The cities especially I would get lost in because of the multi-tiered level design. I would try to mentally remember where everything was, but then get to the rooftop and fail to see how it all connected. It took me a while to get myself situated and familiar with my surroundings. Plus, I wanted to explore every nook and cranny to see all the effort that went into the world building. This game should take you about 5 to 6 hours to beat, even with light exploring and meandering. And if you want to get all the collectibles and even do a second run through, a platinum can be achieved in as little as 10 hours. Whether you are exploring the cities, interacting with the robotic inhabitants, or unraveling the city's mysteries through graffiti and notes left behind, there's always something to do. The game's pacing is very well thought out. There are moments when you are relaxing and exploring, or trying to contemplate a puzzle portion, or you're in danger and panicking and also trying to contemplate a puzzle portion. It doesn't feel neither rushed or sluggish. It just flows naturally and engagingly. Some of the side quests are not necessary, but add to the depth and world building. The side quests revolve around unlocking stray badges, which are essentially collectibles. But not only are they a random achievement, but also wearable, which adds an adorable touch to your kitty protagonist by customizing its jacket. There are only 6 badges you can unlock, and they are spread throughout the game. Given the depth of the world and the complexity of the story and the engaging gameplay mechanics, Stray's runtime is neither too short nor long. The game provides just enough content and depth to keep you immersed and invested throughout its entire runtime. It offers plenty of substance and opportunities for immersion, making it a journey well worth taking. Or you could just beat it in 2 hours. And now for a quick Dad Gamer checklist. PS5 features. Plenty. The DualSense haptic feedback is amazing for this game. When the cat purrs, it not only makes the sound of the purr, but it vibrates. The controller vibrates in like a breathing motion, and it feels just like holding a small purring cat. When you are scratching things, your right and left triggers feel a little bit of resistance on the right and left, giving it this realistic feeling to what a cat would feel like when scratching against wood or even carpets. When you meow and press the meow button, the sound comes from the controller speakers. Looks-wise, it's beautiful. It runs at 60 FPS and 4K. It even has HDR. What more could you want? Is it wholesome? Is it appropriate for your kids? I will say mostly yes. It's a cute cat game, but the Zerks and their little layers are a little bit scary, especially because they're organic and it just looks like blood and guts are everywhere, which definitely doesn't look like a kid's game at certain parts of the game. So if you're playing with your kids, this is where you take over the controller and maybe get them to look away if they're too sensitive. Unwind or unleash. It's like 85% unwinding, maybe even 90. You're unwinding and exploring, But those Zerk moments that we talked about, they do get really tense. There's even an achievement where you have to get through an entire portion without getting hit once, and that's probably the hardest trophy aside from the sub 2 hour run through. Overall, we're giving this the perfect score, 10 out of 10. There was a mountain of information I threw at you, and I'm happy you stuck around for it all. I hope you Xbox kids appreciate this game as much as we did. Moving day is a tough one for the little kitty, so take care of our little orange friend. If you enjoyed this review and want to see more, drop a like and maybe subscribe to see more. Until next time, be a friend and I'll see you again. Meow.